Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I say welcome, welcome to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, and it's about to go down. We're excited today as we got the NFL playoffs semi-finals kicking off today, and it's about to go down. We also got some people retiring from the NFL, and I'll let y'all know who those is first, but those who are new to Drug Sports Live, this is not just your typical podcast. This show podcast for sports, music, and sports. Yeah. We gonna get it big. We gonna start off right. We gonna go into a Fit for the King times like this featuring Jonathan Virgil here on Drug Sports Live to kick it off. Let's get it.
We're safe and sound in a whirlwind, fueling the fiction of who we are. We make up bets in a wild vibe, it's swearing for the best. We're marching towards the edge of times like this. This great divide is fracturing our minds. We're fearing they collide. In the age of self-destruction, self-righteous liars of the chaos they've created. Our world's on fire with nowhere to hide. We're safe and sound in a whirlwind, fueling the fiction of who we are. We make up bets in a wild fire, it's swimming for the best. We're marching towards the edge of times like this. When our scars have healed and our wounds are sown, we'll rise together. When our scars have healed and our wounds are sown, we'll rise together. We will rip you from your throne. Piles of hypocrites climbing to the top. Crawl from within till your skin rots. Piles of hypocrites climbing to the top. Crawl from within till your skin rots. We're safe and sound in a whirlwind, fueling the fiction of who we are. We make up bets in a wild vibe, it's swearing for the best. We're marching towards the edge of times like this. We're marching towards the edge of times like this. I've been trying to make it through these dark days. I just wanna wake and see a full gaze. But I'm seeing all these demons in my hallways. I just seen them leave them in the broad day. I've been trying to make it through these dark days. I just wanna wake and see a full gaze. But I'm seeing all these demons in my hallways. In my hallways. Turn up the beat, time to re-up. They gotta see, I gotta tuck, run up on me. You out of luck, I'm making a beat. Keep it a buck, blame it on me. I cannot trust, blame in the streets, running amok. I need the money, we had enough. I got the speed, power to thrust. Listen to me, I'm on the cusp. Just broken by me, had to adjust. She went to leave, now wanna lost. You ain't believe, thought it was luck. Roll to the sea, we ain't gon' rush. I made it fall, I was just stuck. Wanted to start, had to get struck. It ain't no love in these streets no more. Summertime keeping my heat for more. So what if we ain't gon' reap no more? Indigo, we don't want peace, just war. I've been trying to make it through these dark days. I just wanna wake and see a full gaze. But I'm seeing all these demons in my hallways. I just seen them leave them in the broad day. I've been trying to make it through these dark days. I just wanna wake and see a full gaze. But I'm seeing all these demons in my hallways. In my hallways.
Ladies and gentlemen, that last song you heard was Chill called Dark Days. It's going down. It's not dark days, but it is bright days here on Dragon Sports Live. Let's say there's gonna be dark days for Cubs Kyle Hendricks though, because he has a 10.57 ERA and he's been optioned to the ballpen. So yeah, they optioned him off to the ballpen, but and good news is they Cubs did reactivate on Tuesday shortstop. Well, today is Tuesday, but yeah, they activated shortstop Dansby Swanson from 10-day injury list. But like I said, they moved Kyle Hendricks to the ballpen after the worst start of his career. He's 0-4 with a 10.57 ERA in 7 starts this season. And that's despite missing time on the injury list. He still leads the lead in runs allowed, which including 10 via the long ball and second most in baseball. Ooh. Sit down for a second. Relax. Pick it back up. But take it to the ballpen. We ain't gonna opt you off just yet. But we gonna do that. Yeah. Cubs also recall infield Louis Vazquez from AAA Iowa. He'll earn his first major league call up after batting .262 with 10 doubles and 3 home runs in 39 games with Iowa. So, in those corresponding moves, though, the Cubs also auctioned Pete Crow Armstrong, infielder, as well as Maz Matsubuni to Iowa. But that's what happens when you become injured. You just have a horrible start, and sometimes that happens. You gotta be able to bounce back. At least how I look at it. You gotta be able to bounce back and keep it going. Keep going. Reds place outfielder TJ Fairley on. He'll be out for some time, at least about 4 to 5 weeks, with a fractured left thumb after being hit by a pitch. So he'll be out. They also right fielder Jake Fairley. He exits the game after being hit by a pitch as well. So it's like not good for the Reds right now. But they did pick up the win over the Padres, the 2-0 win. But we'll see. Far as Jake's injury, we don't know the extension of his injury, but we know that he'll be out sometime though. Brewers right-hand pitcher Joe Ross, he will be placed on the injury list with a back strain. He'll be on the 15-day injury list, or IL, or Illinois as I call it. He lasted one inning in the NL Central, leading Brewers series opening game against the Marlins on Monday. Brewers end up using 7 relievers in that loss, 3-2 in 10 innings, which is very frustrating because you had to go through 7 relievers, not 1, 7. So that is kind of crazy for you. Guardians put Carlos Carrasco, age 37, on the injury list. He was previously scheduled to start today, but because of acute neck spasm, he's been scratched. In that instance, team recalled Xavier Curry from AAA Columbus to step in for Caruso and start Cleveland's home game Tuesday night against the Nets. So there's that. But Giants also place infield Juhon Lee on 10-day left dislocated left shoulder, as well as catcher Patrick Bailey, is on the 7-day concussion list. So they'll be without those guys. And in those moves, they signed veteran catcher Kurt Cecil to a 1-year deal. Brewers first baseman Ryan Hopkins, he has an hamstring issue to have an MRI, get that checked out. And the MLB is making moves, y'all. They are making moves. They're making moves with Roku TV. So MLB agrees to a multi-year contract with Roku TV that will stream Sunday games as well. So making more moves right there. I also don't know what's going to go on with Diamond Sports or Bally in that instance as well, because they still having issues with that. And yeah, haven't renewed their contract right now through that, so that term's been pulled by Comcast. So let's see what they goes from there, how that goes, and when it goes, how it goes, when you move. Yankees could get DJ LeMahieu and Garrett Cole back. Garrett Cole is facing hitters, but he's expected to have a June return. So you won't see him in the month of May, but you might see him in June as he make his season debut for the team. Astros Romel Blanco, he has been suspended for 10 games for foreign substance on his glove. Last week he had got inspected and got ejected, and they said this is the stickiest stuff they ever felt, and he was ejected for foreign substance on his glove. So he gonna serve that 10-game suspension because he ready to move forward. He ready to get it cracked and just move forward, get it going. Rangers transfers Max Scherzer to the 60-day IL in a corresponding move, bringing him send it. we gonna because he's not quite yet ready to return yet. So move him to the 60 IN and call it a day. Keep him moving. That's how I look at it as. But we'll see what goes on and how that goes. Far as the games that happened today, Cubs did beat Atlanta in the 10th inning 4-3. White Sox also won the game today, 5-0 against Toronto. Colorado Rockies sitting in the bottom of the seventh right now, with the Rockies leading 4-2 over the Athletic A's. Well, Athletic Oakland A's. The Guardians are taking on the Mets right now. They beat them 7-6. Milwaukee taking on Miami, and they won 7-5. So current standings right now, we got the Yankees sitting still at the top of the American East, followed by the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. In the Central, American League Central, we got the Guardians sitting at the top of their division with the Royals right behind them, and then the Twins. White Sox finally, they are 15-34 in the Central. Mariners sitting at the top of theirs with the Rangers following behind them. And then the Rangers in the American League West. National League. Phillies are still sitting at the top of the cream and the prop of the National League East, with the Braves following right behind them at 27-18. Then the Nationals. Cubs sitting in second, right behind, trailing only behind the Milwaukee Brewers right now. 28-20 for the Brewers. Cubs 27-22. Pittsburgh Pirates sitting in third. In the West, Dodgers still up there killing it, 33-17. 78 Padres next closest 25-26. Giants 23-26, and then Diamondbacks 22-26. Keep a watch out for that American League, that National League West though, because that's going to be a close race. Of come down later down the season, who gets in, who gets out, stuff like that. So we'll keep that in mind with that. Guardians and Royals both on 5-game win streaks. That was broken today. Well, yeah, that was wasn't broken. Cleveland's now on a 6-game win streak. And I don't think the Royals played today. Nope. They on the 6-game win streak to do as well. So, hey, look at these teams stepping up their game, doing what they got to do. We gonna give y'all some more music, and then we gonna talk about football because we got some retirees, retiring from the NFL after 8 or 9 seasons. I let y'all know how I feel about that. Well, it ain't how I feel about it, but it's what I see from that. But here is DragonJumppro Maturity here on Drug Sports Live.
You gave me joy in the morning. I found peace in the noontime. They say there's no place like home. I found home by your side. When there is casting down, and there's nowhere else to go, I am lifted by my Creator. Don't be saying I'm in my past. You just bless me every time. Lord, I see your mercy upon me. Through the wind and through the storm, you got me so I don't go far. Lord, I'm grateful for your love. I give you all the glory. You gave me an answer to all my questions. You are my everything in all situations. And I can do nothing without you, Lord. 'Cause you mean everything to me. Don't be saying I mean my plans. You just bless me every time. Lord, I see your mercy upon me. Through the wind and through the storm, you got me so wonderful. Lord, I'm grateful for your love. I give you all the glory. I give you all the glory. Lord, I give you all the glory. I give you all the glory. Sometimes I wish the world knows about your goodness, but the truth is they don't. So many live in the lust of life. I pray your word finds them. 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 Don't be saying I'll be fine, but you just they bless me every time. Lord, I see your mercy upon me. Through the wind and through the storm, you got me so I don't go far. Lord, I'm grateful for your love. I give you all the glory. I give you all the glory.
They say I shouldn't talk about this type of thing, you know. They say it don't sell records, and you're gonna lose your listeners. But you know what I say?
How many children got to die before we wake up? Wake up, wake up, wake up. How many jobs we gotta lose before we break up? Wake up, wake up, wake up. How many fathers gonna be gone from their children? Man up, man up, man up. To let the streets go and raise them to be who the lambs. Please, please, somebody give me an answer. Please, please, tell me why there ain't no cure for cancer. Please, please, why these youngins carry more guns and bullets. Please, pretty please, somebody take one more look. Tell me, did our fathers and mothers fight for nothing? When there's so many of our people still struggling. We the only ones to blame for our problems. If we can only come together, we can solve them. Somebody please, please, tell me why these pastors preaching and teaching. Please, please, if we ain't reaching our youth, who we reaching? Please, please, tell me why my son don't wanna be like me. Please, oh please, and my daughter wanna mimic the TV.
No more excuses. 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 No more excuses.
Please, can somebody make some jobs for you? Oh, please. Don't nobody wanna hear the truth, but I'ma tell you, please. Oh, please. Don't turn your back on the next generation. Please. Oh, please. Help us to fix this situation. Oh, I'm begging you, please. Somebody gotta do it. Please. We need to change everything, including the music. Please. Oh, please. Our children are dying. Our mothers are still crying.
I ain't gotta say no more. Y'all know where I'm going with this. RNG.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dragon Sports Live. That last song that you just heard was called Please by Slick J. Adams, who, by the way, is dropping a new album. You got a new song, the premiere of the Brown Liquor music that is dropping. The video is dropping on Thursday. So be sure to check that out. Be sure you stream all that. Any music you hear is people that I either found on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or, people just trying to get their music out there. It's even sent from people that I know, people that send me their music, and you can do the same. If you want to get your music heard on Dragon Sports Live, you can send me your artist name if you're on Apple Music or the Apple Music link to DragonJumppro at gmail.com. But you can also send me message on Facebook, Instagram, X at DragonJumppro. And you can catch it here on Dragon Sports Live. And if you miss anything, be sure to check out Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts. And you can also check out YouTube, Dragon Jump Productions, and you shall see what you've been missing. So be sure to check those things out here on that thing. But moving right on along, so we had quite a few players announce their retirement in the NFL, and some of them is like after 9 seasons. I guess 10 seasons is the window for NFL players right now, because they take a lot of hits, they get a lot of bruises and stuff like that. With that being said, Devontae Parker, who I think he started his career with the Dolphins, and he was an Eagle. He was with the Eagles last season as well as the Patriots. But yeah, he was selected the 14th in the 2015 NFL draft. So after 9 seasons, he decides to sign because he played 2 seasons with the Patriots before he signed with the Eagles in March. So he decided to retire after 9 seasons. Um, as much as he looked forward to his time with the Eagles, his Parker resolved to spend more time with his family, includes his 4 children. So he wanted to spend that quality time, which I don't blame you. But he finished his career with 369 catches, 5,266 yards, 27 touchdowns. You might see him on ESPN or something. You might see him on that, but hey, it is what it is. Um, Big ups to you on that season, on the 9 seasons that you poured out, gave your body all that as well. So big ups to you on that as well. Enjoy your time with your kids. Spend it well. So you gotta definitely spend it well. Also, former All Pro running back David Johnson is also retiring after 8 NFL seasons. He amassed 6,876 yards from scrimmage, 58 touchdowns in 8 seasons. He had announced his retirement on Sunday. Um, Johnson, who last played in a regular season game in 2022 for the New Orleans Saints, made his announcement via Instagram. He was selected by the Cardinals in 2015, same year as Parker. So he played for the Texans and Saints during his career. And you got to do what you're doing. He also returned the kickoff for 108 yards too, as well. So time to do what you got to do. Let's go. Um, Trouble is always steering right now for the Chiefs right now. So even though Rice, the guy that's Rice assaulted, doesn't want to press charges, Chiefs still can't get away from that. So, um, 2 of the Chiefs' offensive linemen were arrested on Thursday night for a misdemeanor possession of marijuana. Chiefs offensive lineman Wyatt Morris and Chuwaka Godric. They was both booked into jail and released Friday after posting a $2,500 bond. But Chiefs haven't made any. They are aware of the arrest, but haven't had no further comment. Morris is a Chiefs third-round pick in 2023. Started 4 games at left tackle as a rookie, in place of the injured Donovan Smith. Now it said that Morris would complete for the starting left tackle spot this season with rookie Kingsley Susuyama, a second-round draft pick this year. So we'll see. Uh, Chiefs also add another Chiefs player, wide receiver Rasheed Rice. Like I say, he was arrested for that Dallas thing, and then he was also facing aggravated 1 count of aggravated assault, 1 count of collision involving. So then he also that alleged assault of an injured man at Dallas nightclub. Trouble is a brewing for the Chiefs right now, but they can probably change their season to, go back. Aaron Rodgers is back in the starting as the starting quarterback of the New York Jets, healthy, confident, and ready for potential do or die season for himself and the entire organization. And we'll see because they had OTAs there. Roger basically said, if I don't do what I know I'm capable of doing, we're probably going to be out here. And that's what he said on Tuesday after his second OTA practice. The first to open the media. I like that kind of pressure though. He got to write the narrative. Rogers is 40, putting himself on the hot seat as well. Let's see what he can do. Last year he went down with Achilles injury that cost him season with the first 4 plays of the um first 4 plays. So we'll see what happens from that. On that note, we did lose who also had an Achilles injury. He's going to be done for the season. He tore his Achilles basically doing workouts right now, which kind of sucks if you really think about it. If you think about it, yeah, that sucks. You tell your Achilles during preseason, so you don't even get a chance to take a snap. So you got to think about it like that. What is his name again? Drew Sanders. I'm sorry, couldn't think of his name. Yeah, he tore his Achilles, so he would miss most of the season, if not all the season of 2024. And he's a second year player, so he got to wait to improve to show his improve from his rookie season in 2023. Like I said, he suffered his Achilles early in the team's offseason program in mid-April. And he has had the surgery to repair the torn tendon. His recovery time is expected to be between 6 to 9 months. Like I said, it might be most of the season, if not all. Definitely most. So that's what's happening with that. Fields receiving a loan away to call as he ate a late dinner in Italy. Oh, you in Italy chilling? Okay. That's when the Bears informed them that they was trading him, planning to move on from him and drop a quarterback at number 1, which led to Williams. But as frustrating as found, it's good to be out of the wall. You don't know what's going on. So it's like, yeah, you don't know what's going to go on in that. Um you don't want to be left in the dark. So it's good that they finally let him know, even though they was through his agent. It's good to let him know. So now that OTAs have started for most players or most teams, Rams running back Kareem Williams, he will miss OTAs because he's having foot issues. So he won't be there. But according to McVay, it's nothing to worry about. Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford did not take in OTAs because he wants to he's seeking more guaranteed money on his contract. And Brandon Ayuk is not producing in OTAs as he awaits a new deal. So it's like you got players that want new deals. So they avoid OTAs, they avoid that. And Marshawn Lattimore will be a Saint in 24. After almost 6 months of trade speculations, he is still going to be a Saint. It's uniform in 2024. So we'll see how that goes, where it goes. NFL owners set interview time limits for coaches in the playoffs. So NFL owners voted Tuesday to limit interviews with coaches whose clubs remain alive in the playoffs to no more than 3 hours per team at a time. Teams wanted to talk to prospective head coaches in person. Also would have to chat at a spot approved by the coach's current employer. Basically giving you ownership control of who is a part of those calls and who can see those calls. So that would be very nice in that resent. Yeah, that definitely would be very nice in that. Lions Jared Goff got a 4-year extension. So he got a 4-year extension worth $212 million with 170 guaranteed, highest player in franchise history. Former Rams Lions defensive lineman Michael Brown retires after 11 seasons. And Buccaneers defensive back Antonio Winfield gets a 4-year deal worth 84. So he's the highest paid DB in NFL history. John Perry is leaving ESPN rules and analysis to take the job with Bills as officiating a liaison, which is a new position that the Bills added and opened up in there. So yeah, he's taking that, going over there. Saints signed ex-Bear offensive lineman Patrick Lucas Patrick to a 1-year deal. And Chiefs wide receiver Marquez Valdez-Scantling signs with the Bills on a 1-year deal. Browns safety Rodney McLeod will retire after playing the 24 season. So he had like one more last go around, so he will retire at the end of the season. And we got Missouri State on the college level heads to the FBS in 2025. They'll be heading over there, leaving their prospective conference, going to a different one. Ex-Buffalo, which is another shot from Colorado, but ex-Buffalo running back Aiton McCaskey headed to Arizona State. Texas add D-line help with the addition of Jermaine Lowe from Oklahoma. And vet QB Mike Wright commits to Northwestern. But in the Northwestern thing, we got 3 more players that filed, former players that filed lawsuits for hazing against them. So that's what's happening with that. I'll let y'all know what's more on that. Coming up, we're going to talk about coaches moving on the college level, Bronny James in the combine, and youth couple WNBA games that happen and where they stand, where it goes, coming right up. But let me give y'all some more music here on Dragon Sports Live. Yes. So we gonna hit you with the Eden here on Dragon Sports Live.
Love awaits me. Like a fragrance poured out and emptied, I am filled with a sweet sense of belonging. A home that is found in you. The Garden of Eden, a place of comfort where I cannot hide from your presence. My faults and failures are exposed in the light, but like the lilies in the field, I dance on the wind of freedom, knowing that you love me anyway.
I put that on my mama. I swerved the Martin. I got a dream. I beg your pardon. Caught in my steam. Look how I'm just getting started. I'm making movements, baby. I'm more than an artist. While y'all consumed with the chart and I'm done with talking. Let's make it happen. Let's build. Let's find a target. Then flood the market. That place where we shine in darkness. If you ain't on fire for something, I'ma spark it. Pass me your match. Let's make a bonfire. Look, it's a fact. We was born liars. That's that. Names calling us come higher. Come out the tracks where we barely escaping gunfire. I had a dream. I seen a sunflower in the middle of the ghetto and the church choir, singing a hymnal from a hymn book on the stoop. To my surprise, I'm seeing Kanye, I see Snoop. That there's a game changer. Like a woman with a ring on her ring finger. I know they married to the game like a gangbanger. But in this thing, I'm seeing change in exchange for the paper. Now they chasing a maker, cause they seen us on fire. When you possessed by the Holy Ghost, man, it changes your life. No lie, hard not to see it when he is alive. And that's the very thing that got them all asking why. How can I get high spark? I put that on my mama. I swerved the Martin. I got a dream. I beg your pardon. Caught in my steam. Look how I'm just getting started. I'm making movements, baby. I'm more than an artist. While y'all consumed with the chart and I'm done with talking. Let's make it happen. Let's build. Let's find a target. Then flood the market. That place where we shine in darkness. If you ain't on fire for something, I'ma spark it. My attitude's like throwing gasoline on fireplaces. If loving God to get me tried, I'm catching 9 cases. Otherwise, we wasting time and letting time waste us. I'm sick and tired like you trying my patience. I told you once, twice I ain't siding with Satan. I ain't wearing no mask. I ain't riding with Jason. I ain't scared of my death. Man, I'm dying to taste it, cause I know where I'm going. Who ain't trying to make it? I'm on my job. Man, I'm working overtime. I'm trying to show the blind exactly how Jehovah shine. They say I'm high, like I be sniffing coca lines. I can't deny it. Christ give me the dopest rhymes. It's for a purpose though, cause he know what's on my mind. Like I wrote my raps on sandpaper, man, I'm on my grind. There go a cheesy punchline. I pray that God that Jeezy catch it for his crunch time. I put that on my mama. I swerved the Martin. I got a dream. I beg your pardon. Caught in my steam. Look how I'm just getting started. I'm making movements, baby. I'm more than an artist. While y'all consumed with the chart and I'm done with talking. Let's make it happen. Let's build. Let's find a target. Then flood the market. That place where we shine in darkness. If you ain't on fire for something, I'ma spark it.
Did you know, brothers and sisters, that not all singing sounds like singing to God? There's some type of singing that sounds like noise.
I heard the beat and I ain't know what to write. Throw bowls of chrome pipes, go soak in the light. 4 foes are low pros, both those be tripe. Locos are overdose on the ice. That's what everybody talking about. When the radio intervene and play the role of intercede to lend the scene. The intercede be obtuse or in the scheme, but the clowns better off on mute than Mr. Bean. And that's what happened to Pawn wanna be king when they rooks and they make up lines wanna be queens. They all playing Bishop and Juice, Soda and Lean got the squares on board. This how they gather the steam, homie. The flow polar could go colder than froze soda in Nova Scotia when the pros go, cause the show's over. Roll over to put the flow in the old holster, but God calling the old rover over and over. Man.
Closed caption, my words matching my actions. Closed caption, my words matching my actions. Closed caption, my words matching my actions. You don't know the half, nah, you don't know the half. Closed caption, my words matching my actions. Closed caption, my words matching my actions. Closed caption, my words matching my actions. You don't know the half, nah, you don't know the half.
I heard the beat and they ain't know what to write. Late nights and hash pipes, leave wife and bag dykes. Despite my last fight in court for child right. 3 strikes looking at life like yikes, but that's what everybody rap about. When the radio intervene, they play it like it's the greatest. Blind to the obscene, it's crazy how people jaded. Like look at the rhyme scheme, they blaspheming the sacred. Lost trapped in the matrix.
matrix, screaming, Mama, we made it. All over award shows, sell sex, sell blow, they award those. Sell records by souls, they afford those. They killing our little babies, they abort those. Listen, it's more than music, I'm sick of these sore excuses. We pick and support abusive with grace becoming elusive, but never can get away when we murder what God produces. It's not spiritual fruit, that's fruit juices. But God is raising an army with truth music. The counteract is demonic influence. Got over money, HMG, let's run it congruent. They tryna block our light, we translucent. Shout it.
Closed caption, my words matching my actions. Closed caption, my words matching my actions. Closed caption, my words matching my actions. You don't know the half, nah, you don't know the half. Closed caption, my words matching my actions. Closed caption, my words matching my actions. Closed caption, my words matching my actions. You don't know the half, nah, you don't know the half.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Dragon Sports Live. We are back in the building, and it's going down. It's going down. No, Wyoming is hiring Sundance Wicks as the new basketball coach. So he's going there. And since Sundance left Green Bay, because he had 5 seasons at Green Bay, they hired Doug Galiev as the men's basketball coach, who's a sports media personality who does the show. And he's going to have the ordeal of balancing coaching and radio, because he's still going to do his national radio show day. And he's going to coach. Now, he was he played before. He was considered to be one of the coaching candidates for Green Bay before they hired Sundance Wicks. But since they hired him, he's now stepping up and taking in that spot. Let's see how that goes. It is going to be a little tough balancing radio and coaching at the same time. But we'll see how that goes, because he might do the show during his off time when he's not looking at film, or in between commercials might be looking at film and all that stuff, studying up on stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Utah State for Gray Oswald is transferred to Washington with a nil deal of $2 million in the books over there too as well. Ashton Hardaway, the son of legendary coach Penny Hardaway, he's leaving Memphis, heading to St. Mary's. And Iowa's women's coach Lisa Boulder is retiring, who Coach Caitlin Cart is retired after 24 years and 40 seasons. Winningest coach in Big Ten history. Jan Jansen takes over as coach, who's the assistant under Boulder for quite some time, followed during her time coaching stints at different places. So she takes there. Now, like I said, we had the combine here. Bronny James was medically cleared in the combine. I think you should have still go back to college for another year, but because right now you're looking like a second rounder. But the fact that you don't want to, your father's name basically is like, oh, that's the LeBron James son. He's like, oh, I'm Bronny James. I have my own name. He want to make his own path. He is on par. Like I said, from looking at the combine, he did show some signs. He had a 41 vertical. He can shoot, and then he hit some key shots in the exhibition games. But it's like, I think, to be honest, I think you should, but do what you feel is right. So if you feel, if the teams are looking at you and you might be a second rounder, not a first rounder, but definitely a second rounder. We'll see how that goes, where it goes. Golden State WNBA team will be called the Valkyries, which is a surefire sign that I like. So I definitely like that. Yeah, gonna be called the Valkyries, which Norse mythology, the female warrior, fierce, strong. So I'm liking that. I'm liking what I see from that. Brittany Griner of the Mercury is out definitely with a left toe fracture, so she'll miss some time in that. And it's been a little bit of struggle. I ain't gonna say a little bit of struggle, but some teams have been struggling. Like, for example, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, they are 0-4 in the 4 games that they played thus far. So it's been a little bit struggle for them in that regard. Like I said, been a little bit struggle in that regard, but Caitlin is averaging 17 points thus far with 5 assists, shooting 34% from the field and 41% in the 4 games that she played. She did roll her ankle in the last game against Kinetic. So she did do that, but she was able to fare with it, even though they came short. She do that. They play again tomorrow against the Indiana. Not Indiana. Indiana's taking on Seattle, who's 1-3. But like I said, season wise, she's so far averaging 17 points a game, 5 assists. A lot of turnovers in the first couple games too. Like, she had 10 turnovers in her first game. The very first game she played had 10 turnovers, 8 on the 18th, and then 5 on the 20th. Ooh, wasn't trying to do that. My ear. But in other news, Caitlin Clark and company, they're 1-1, so they only played 2 games thus far. Caitlin's averaging, I'm gonna say 11 points a game because she scored 12 in her first, 11 in the second with 9 rebounds. She had 12 and 10 rebounds in the first game. She's doing fairly well. Also, she buys stake in DC Power FC women's soccer team. So that's what's up. She is now part of the ownership group for the new professional women's soccer team launching in Washington, D.C. And also as one of the founding owners of the DC Power Football Club. So that's one of 8 teams that will compete in the inaugural season of the USL Super League, which kicks off in August. So big ups to that on that. And welcome to the ownership. It's like a lot of people doing what they could to become in the ownership now. So cool. We also going to potentially get Carmilla Cardoza back, which is a good sign because she had injured her shoulder. But so you was probably expect to see her in June. And she'll probably make her debut in June, and we'll go from there. Like, June is literally 2 weeks away. So she'll be there. Welcome back. Khalil Carper scores a career high of 38 as the Mercury topped the Dream. And combined with Sophie Conahan for the last 16 points of that as the Mercury recovered after losing a 10.4 quarter lead. They beat the Dream 88-85 on Saturday night. Cheyenne Parker Tyrus scored 11 points and Alicia Gray 10 in the fourth. So it's like, yeah, they come back to beat the Dream. It was looking good. I guess it's a good trade. I missed that we got rid of our high input scoring person, but we'll make up for it. Washington is taking on the Mystics right now, and Washington currently is down by. I said Washington taking on the Mystic. Washington's taking on the Sparks right now with 7.6 left in the fourth. Sparks only potentially might pick up their first lead depending on who has the ball if no fouls was called. Washington's going to take the dub in that game. Unless it go to overtime, Unless it go to overtime. Phoenix had took on Las Vegas today. And the Aces get their first loss at home. They was currently undefeated. So now it's 2-1. Like looking at the standings right now for the WNBA. You got the Liberty who's sitting at 4-0, Connect Sun 3-0, Minnesota at 2-0, and both Phoenix and Las Vegas at 2-1, along with Atlanta Dream. Sparks, Mystic, and Fever all have lost games. So that being said, it's going down in the DM. So that's what's going on in WNBA. NBA side, we had my Boston Celtics take game 1 in the Eastern Finals today after Jaylen Brown sends the game to overtime with his first career game tying 3 in with under 10 seconds left, and the Celtics prevail in overtime. Which, because they were scaring me a little bit. They was scaring me. I'm a Celtics fan all the way through, but they was definitely scaring me. But Tatum scores 36, Holiday scores 28, and Brown scores 26. So it's like basically the whole starting lineup scored in double-digit figures because Horford and White both had 15. Pritchard with 8 off the bench. Any on the side, you had Toppin with 15 off the bench and TJ McConnell with 13. Halliburton with 25. Nembhard with 12. Turner with 23. And Siakam with 24. So we definitely had that. That was a good game. It came down to the Celtics winning in overtime with a 16-11 run in that. So came down to that in overtime to secure the victory. But we did. We could get Porzingis back by game 4. And so we could get that. Can't wait to see. Like, imagine if we had Porzingis in the bunch, but we definitely can get him back. Victor Wembanyama makes history with his all-team defensive selection. So He definitely makes first all team. He's the first rookie to make all defensive first team. On top of winning rookie of the year and was run up for defensive player of the year. So that's a big honor. Second all team defense was Chicago's Alex Caruso, Jalen Suggs, Minnesota Jaden McDaniels, and Boston teammate Derek White and Drew Holiday. Which, like I said, it's an honor because you're a rookie and you already making that, and you're the first rookie to do so. In a thriller the other day, so Memphis ended up topping Denver 98, and they went on a run. So Denver was up, but then Minnesota went on a run, and it served for the comeback because the lead was basically wide open after coming from 20 points down to win Game 7 to advance to their first Western Conference final since 2004. Oh, they hungry now. They eager. But he says still 8 more wins. They got to capture to win the NBA championship. With the defending champions out, it's been a great season. They accomplished a lot. Dallas also took out number 1 seeds in each of their elimination times. They took out OKC and the Suns, respectively, who was both number 1 seeds in the playoffs the last couple of years. So, and then I think definitely Mavericks transformed their team when they made trades for PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford, trying to figure it out. I think they ceiling is pretty high, so we'll see what that goes. But they will take on Minnesota tomorrow at 7:30 on TNT. Be sure to check that game out. It's going down. Mother is suing LaMelo Ball for allegedly striking son with car. A North Carolina mother is suing the Charlotte Hornets guard after the team's guard allegedly struck her son with his vehicle during an attempt to obtain Ball's autograph, which was filed on Tuesday and obtained by ESPN. So we'll see how that goes because, some of these fans be crazy and they trying to get, like, players be trying to leave. Sometimes it's that, but if he's struggling with the car, yeah, I probably will sue too. No, not really. I'm gonna let it be. Like, as long as I'm worried about my son. If my son wasn't injured, then we good. But if my son was injured, yeah, I'm suing. Definitely suing. So we'll see where that goes and how it goes. But that's all that's going on today. I will give y'all more news on another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Dante Payne, and I'm signing off. Have a good one. Yes, have a great one.